Many of you have been asking about the Capstone project. Questions like, is it a real project or just an MCQ based assessment? What exactly does Capstone project mean? What is the difference between the hands-on assessment and the Capstone project? Do we have a Viva after the Capstone project? If you have any of these doubts, then you are in the right place. In this video, I will explain the Capstone project from start to finish. We will cover what is Capstone project actually is, how it is conducted, the complete difference between the hands-on assessment and the Capstone project, the role of the virtual machine, and how you will use it during the assessment, how the project submission process works, and finally what kind of hands-on assessment or capstone project you can expect if you are from streams like Java full stack, front end, GCP, and few other streams. By the end of this video, you will have a clear picture of what to expect during your assessment. Also, many of you are asking about the My Competency exam. Yes, it is a mandatory assessment where you need to prove your proficiency. But if I include everything in this video, it will become too long. So in the next video, I will explain My Competency exam in detail. We will cover what is My Competency exam, what is My Competency portal, what are primary skills and secondary skills, what is the use of secondary skills, what is the assessment pattern of My Competency exam. Actually, I have already explained some of these topics in my previous video. If you have some time, watch that video after this one. It will help you connect the concepts much more easily. If you still want a dedicated end-to-end video on My Competency, let me know in the comments. Based on your response, I will prioritize making it as soon as possible. Now, without wasting any more time, let's get into the core concept of today's video.
Hey, welcome to Point Blank, where you get straight to the point content. So let's not waste time, let's get started.
Now, what exactly is the Capstone project? See, think about your final year major project in engineering. There you built a project from scratch, right? The Capstone project is very similar to that. In simple words, you will be given a problem statement, and based on your assigned stream, you will have to build an application or solution from scratch. They won't provide you with any starter code. They will clearly mention what needs to be done. You will receive a problem statement along with all necessary instructions. The best part is this project is completely based on what you have learned during the stream training. They won't suddenly ask you to build something outside the syllabus. So during stream training, don't just focus on the theory, pay more attention to the practical sessions, hands-on exercises. Those are the things that will actually help you while building your capstone project. Usually you will get around 5 working days to complete the project. Remember, working days, weekends are not counted. Within those 5 working days, you will need to understand the problem statement, design your solution, develop the application, test it properly, deploy it to the required DevOps platform if it is part of your stream, and complete any additional quality checks if they are included in your project requirements. And finally, submit it before the deadline. In most cases, the capstone project starts after your stream training is completed. For example, if your stream training ends on today, you might receive the capstone mail today or next working day, and your project duration will begin from there. The submission deadline will clearly mentioned in the mail itself, so make sure to follow it carefully. If you miss the submission deadline, late submissions may not be considered, and that can affect your overall evaluation. The good thing is it is generally non-proctored, so you can work on it at your own pace during those 5 days. Use your knowledge, your problem solving skills, and the tools you are comfortable with to complete the project. Now, coming to the evaluation, from what the other candidates shared with me, the capstone project carried around 40% weightage, and the remaining 60% was based on the Viva. I'm not sure whether the same pattern will be followed for every batch, so don't take these percentages as fixed. If there is a Viva, don't panic. They mainly ask questions based on the project you built and from the stream. For example, why did you choose this approach? Which tools and technologies did you use? Why did you use those versions? How does your application work? Along with questions related to your assigned stream. So don't just finish the project for the sake of submission. Understand every part of what you have built, because if there is a Viva, that is where your understanding will matter the most. Now, what about the hands-on assessment? In the hands-on assessment, most of the project is already prepared for you. The setup is done, the project structure is ready, and the most of the code is already written. Your job is to complete only the missing parts. In simple terms, you will probably be working on only the small portions of the entire project. Usually, hands-on assessment is a proctored assessment with around 3 hours to complete it, having human proctor. According to your assigned stream, you will be provided with a project folder. For example, if you are in the data related stream, they may provide datasets, CSV file, etc. If you are in a development stream, they will provide the project files. Your task is not to build the entire application. Instead, you need to understand the existing project and complete the missing business logic or the incomplete sections within the given time. That is why the hands-on assessment mainly tests how well you can understand the existing code base and implement the required functionality within the given time. Now let's see how the entire process works using the virtual machine. Both the Capstone project and the hands-on assessment are usually done on a virtual machine, not on your local desktop. I hope most of you already know what is a virtual machine is. If not, think of it as like a remote desktop provided by the Accenture. Every candidate gets their own VM instance along with login credentials. Once the assessment starts, you will receive an email containing the required project files, datasets, or zip folder, depending on your assigned stream. First, download those files to your local desktop, then transfer them to the virtual machine. Inside the virtual machine, extract the zip folder and start working on your project. Whether you are building an application, processing a dataset, or completing any other task, everything should be done inside the virtual machine. Once you have completed your work, compress the final project folder into a zip file. If your instructor asks for screenshots or PDF document, prepare those as well. Then transfer the completed files from the virtual machine back to your local desktop. Finally, upload the required zip file, PDF, or any other documents to the Metal platform before the submission deadline. So, the complete workflow is very simple. Receive the project files, transfer them to VM, complete your work, zip the completed project, transfer it back to your local desktop, upload it on Metal. That is how the submission process usually works. Now I will explain what the hands-on assessment or capstone project typically looks like for different streams. I will mention a few streams one by one and explain the kind of project or task you are expected to work on. So if you have been assigned one of those streams, you will get a rough idea of what you may have to build and complete during your assessment. I don't know the details of every single stream, so I will explain only the 5 to 6 streams for which I was able to gather reliable information. If your assigned stream isn't covered in this video, my suggestion is to connect with the candidates from the previously onboarded batches who had the same stream. They will be able to guide you much better based on their experience. You can also search on LinkedIn for recent Accenture joiners with your assigned stream and politely connect with them. Most people are happy to share their experience if you ask professionally. Now let's start with the first stream. Coming to the first stream, front-end development using React. If you have been assigned this stream, your task is mainly to build the front-end application using the React framework. That means you will be expected to create reusable React components, design the user interface, and develop the complete front-end application based on the given problem statement. If the instructions also ask you to deploy the applications or perform the quality checks, then you will need to complete those as well. So make sure you read the problem statement carefully before you start. The main focus of this stream is to build a clean, well-structured front-end application using a proper component-based architecture. So during your stream training, pay more attention to React components, state management, routing, API integration, and project structure because those concepts are likely to help you during the assessment. Coming to the next stream, Cloud Data Engineer GCP. If you have been assigned this stream, you will mainly revolve around Google Cloud Platform services. Instead of building a complete application like full stack, you will be working with different GCP services to create simple data pipeline. For example, you may start by creating a GCP project, then create a cloud storage bucket and upload the dataset provided to you. After that, you might work with services like BigQuery and Dataflow to process and move the data. Depending on the project, you may also need to modify small Python script, enable the required GCP APIs, and verify that the data is loaded correctly into BigQuery. So rather than just focusing only on theory, Make sure you're comfortable with the practical side of these services. During your stream training, spend time understanding how cloud storage, BigQuery, data flow, and compute engine work, because these are the concepts that you are most likely to use during the assessment. The exact project may differ from batch to batch, but overall, this is the kind of workflow you can expect if you're assigned to the GCP stream. Now, coming to the Java Full Stack plus Gen AI stream, if you have been assigned this stream, you will be building a complete full stack application from scratch. That means you will be develop the front end using React and the back end using Spring Boot. Depending on the problem statement, you may also need to use technologies like Spring Data JPA, Hibernate, microservices, and any other frameworks or tools mentioned in the instructions. Your responsibility is not just writing the front end or only the back end. You need to develop both, connect them properly through APIs, and make sure the entire application works end to end. You will also have to connect your application to the database such as MySQL, verify that the data is being stored and fetched correctly, and ensure all the APIs are working as expected. If it's mentioned in the instructions, you will also need to deploy the application using the provided DevOps platform and perform the required quality checks using SonarQube. So if you are from the Java Full Stack plus GenAI stream, don't just focus on individual technologies. Make sure you know how to integrate everything together: front end, back end, database, APIs, deployment, and testing, because that is what a complete full stack application is all about. Now let's talk about few data engineering streams. If you are in full stack data engineer, Hadoop and Spark, your hands-on and Capstone will mainly focus on working with data rather than building a web application. You can expect tasks related to Hadoop distributed file system, Hive SQL, Spark SQL, and sometimes Kafka. For example, you may need to work with a dataset, perform data transformations, execute Hive queries, handle partitioning, or publish and consume messages using Kafka. If you have been assigned data engineer Databricks stream, your project will mostly revolve around the Databricks platform. You will usually be given a data set, and your task will be to build the data pipelines, process the data, and create delta tables. And if you are from the data engineer Snowflake stream, you will generally work on transforming the given CSV dataset inside Snowflake. Depending on the project requirements, you may also need to create visualizations and work with the features like Cortex. So if you are from any of these data engineering streams, don't just learn the theory, practice the real data sets during your stream training, because that is what you will most likely be working with during the hands-on assessment or capstone project. These are the streams for which I have able to gather some information. If your stream is not covered, or if you want more stream specific details, I strongly recommend doing your own research. Try connecting with candidates from previous batches or recent joiners who were assigned the same stream. That way you will get much clear idea of what you are actually expected to do in your hands-on assessment or capstone project. If you still have any doubts at any point, drop them in the comments. I will check and respond there so you don't stay stuck anywhere in the process.